The Huntingburg Herbstfest is underway. Hello and welcome to 18 WJTS in.form. I'm your host, Bill Potter. I'm joined by royalty in the studio here of WJTS TV. We have joining us the 2021 Miss Huntingburg Herbstfest Queen, and that is Carly Barnett. Also joining us is the Miss Preteen Queen. Is that right? The Preteen Queen?
Yeah.
And that is Amerynn Fetter. Ladies, welcome to the show.
Good to be here.
Well, Carly, let's start with you. Tell us about yourself. You're at Southridge High School, who your parents are, what you plan to do after high school.
I'm a senior at Southridge High School. I play volleyball. I'm on the softball team, and I'm a cheerleader. I plan on going to IUPUI for pre-dentistry or psychology, and if I go pre-dentistry, I'll become an orthodontist. I'm the 18-year-old daughter of Sherry and Darren Barnett, who sponsored me in the pageant.
Okay, excellent. And Amerynn, tell us about yourself.
My name's Amerynn Fetter. I'm 13 years old. I'm currently in the 8th grade at Southridge Middle School. My parents are Mark and Tina Fetter of Huntingburg, and I was sponsored by the Huntingburg Greenhouse.
Okay, now the Herbstfest is underway tonight, going on right now as we speak here on the TV. Tell us about the events that are going on. We'll start with Amerynn. And Amerynn, if you will, kind of run down what's going on Friday, and then we'll do you Saturday and Sunday.
Okay. So 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. there's going to be a few food booths open for lunch. I don't know which food booths. At noon there's going to be a golf scramble at the Huntingburg Country Club. At 5 p.m. there's going to be a craft show at the main shelter house. At 5 p.m. there's going to be food booths open, jumping jacks entertainment opens, axe throwing and beer garden opens. Then at 5:30 to 7:30 there's going to be music by Angel Roadies. That's at the Midway stage. 7:30 p.m. is the Little Miss and Junior Miss Herbstfest, so we can come out and support them then. 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. there's going to be music by 5 under to the Midway stage. Then at 11 p.m. there's activities and booths close, and at midnight the beer garden closes.
Okay, and then the events continue on Saturday, and Carly, if you'd go through those.
So starting at 8 a.m., there's going to be a car, tractor, and motorcycle show. That's when registration starts. You have your 3rd annual Love for Lexi 5K run and walk. Then you're going to have relay adventure for the kids at 9 a.m. as well as the co-ed volleyball tourney. And then your craft show starts at 10 a.m. And from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., Jumping Jacks Entertainment opens, which is where I work, by the way. Fun fact. 10:30 a.m. is Yes Power Yoga in the East Shelter House. Kids activities at 10:30 a.m. as well, and food booths open at 11 a.m. At noon you have the softball game, and at 12:30 you have the kiddie tractor pull. At 1:30 to 4 you have the Latino band in the gazebo. At 2 you have the horseshoe pitching tournament. At 4 the beer garden opens. From 5 to 7 you have the Hagedorn family band. At 5 to 11 you have Jumping Jacks Entertainment again. Starting at 8 p.m. you have music on the main stage. At 11 p.m. you have the activities and booths closing, and then at 1 the beer garden closes.
Okay, and the Herbstfest does wrap up on Sunday with the parade at 2 o'clock, which runs down, I think, 3rd down one way and then comes back up. I'm not sure what that next street is, all the way down to the park.
Geiger and 1st.
3rd Geiger first, okay, and then ends at the park. So the parade is Sunday at 2 o'clock. You work at Jumpin' Jacks, you said?
I do.
Okay, so what's going to be at the Herbstfest? What are they going to have, like big bouncy houses?
Yeah, I think there's an obstacle course and a couple bouncy houses.
Oh, cool. All right, so that'll be fun for the kids there.
Yeah.
With the Huntingburg Herbstfest, people always think of food because, well, that's one reason you go to the fest. But the Huntingburg Herbstfest has a great variety of food. What is, Carly, your favorite food at the Herbstfest?
It used to be the band breadsticks, but they're not there anymore.
Okay.
So probably the curly fries.
Curly fries, okay. And Amerynn?
Mine was the walking taco, but I think they're having it this year.
Well, you got to take a break every now and then.
Well,
You can always go to the Boy Scouts. I think they do hamburgers. Boy, I just remember there's all kinds of different food that there will be. And the best way to find out is just to go there on that night and pick something out.
Just wing it.
What is your favorite parts, other than winning the contest, other than winning the pageant? What's your favorite parts of the Huntingburg Herbstfest? Carly?
My favorite part is the little girl pageant. I just think it's so cool to see the little girls that are growing up to be like you, the ones that you know will look after you when you're queen. And most of them say that they want to be butterflies or princesses when they grow up. And I love seeing like innocent little girls because you don't see that anymore in high school.
Were either of you in the little contests as well? Okay. What did you want to be, a princess or a butterfly? Or was it something else? Did they even ask you at that point?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's like the little girl's question, like all the time.
Okay.
I don't know what I said. I know the last year I wanted to be an astronaut, but I don't know what my little girl answer
I
was.
wanted to be a chef.
A chef?
A chef.
Really? Wow, that's unique. Okay, so we were talking about favorite parts. What is your favorite part of the fest?
Mine's also the Junior Miss and Little Miss Herbstfest. I grew up watching my sister do pageants, so pageants has always been a big part of my life. And I like seeing little girls that are trying to be more confident in themselves and talk in front of others, get out of their comfort zones. It's really fun to watch.
I'm glad you brought that up because I was going to ask you, you know, being in a queen contest, I think would be a very scary thing to do. Is it scary? And what did you learn from this year's pageant?
I think it's kind of scary at the beginning, especially if you don't know what you're doing. But after you do it a few times, you kind of pick up on it. But I think the interview is probably the most like nerve-wracking because you're sitting there and you have to make conversation with people you've never met before. And it's kind of like meeting someone and just you have to click right away. And I think that would be the most difficult part. But as soon as you pick up on that and you learn the skills of how to do it, it's like a life lesson that you will never lose.
Amerynn?
I've learned, I was always shy growing up, so doing pageants has always helped me get out of my shyness. So I'm more talkative in front of people now. I don't get scared in talking in front of my class and stuff. So I've learned to be a better public speaker.
So that's why people should get involved in pageants in some way. Okay, now the Herbstfest is going on now through Sunday. The biggest days really are Friday night and Saturday, all day long. You will see these two fine young ladies who will be, you're at all the events, right? That's kind of your job, is to walk around and do things at the Huntingburg Herbstfest. Anything you'd like to add about the Huntingburg Herbstfest?
I'm just so excited for the community to come together again this year because we weren't allowed to do it last year, and it was a really big part of my year that I missed.
Okay, Amerynn?
It's nice having the community come back together after a year of being locked down and not being able to see each other. So it's a great thing that happened again this year.
Exactly right. That's what everybody feels about every fest that is going on. It's just good to be getting back to a normal sort of activity. And for Huntingburg, this is a one way to bring that community together in all different ways. Ladies, thank you for being our guests.
Thank you for having us.
Our guests have been Carly Barnett. She is the 2021 Huntingburg Herbstfest Queen, and the preteen queen for the Huntingburg Herbstfest, and that is Amerynn Fetter. Ladies, thank you. Thank you for watching 18 WJTS. See you at the Huntingburg Herbstfest.